It is Friday the 26th of May and the UK has a lovely high pressure firmly in charge, which means sun. Today we're setting off from Cardiff and we're going to make our way to Rhossilli. It's a trip of about 50 miles. So we'll be leaving on the 11:30 lock, high tide being at 11:46 today. We've got strong easterlies coming down here, northeasterlies, gusting about 20-25 knots I think, dying off as we reach Swansea Bay, so we might have to motor this last stretch and then we're going to anchor up, tucked up around Worm's Head, just in there, and then tomorrow we'll be looking to head right across here. You might anchor up around here, Barafundle somewhere, depending on the wind, or if the wind's on it, we might have to go around, tuck in a dale, and then hopefully going to spend a couple of nights up Lorani, a bit further up the river. Hey, so we are just about 40 minutes in. Got full sails up, we've got a lovely northeasterly and we're just cruising along about 7 knots. It doesn't get much better than this. So rocked up here just about 7:30, so it's like an 8-hour sail today. Really nice sail actually. Sailed for a good first 5 hours, then wind completely died and we just motored the rest. Dropped the anchor in 3 meters. Just going to put the bridle on, and Sean's cooking the spag bol. Swim and a miss. Those little ones give you a mild sting. That one is a really nasty one. You don't want to get stung by that one. Look at the length of his nasty tentacles. And then you got this bad boy. Give you a sting but nothing too serious. Yeah, we'll just stay aboard tonight. Right folks, early start tomorrow, going over to either Barafundle or Dale. About a 5-hour trip I think. Let's catch you in the morning. Morning folks, just gone 9 o'clock, day 2. Just up the anchor and we got a nice northeasterly. It's going to take us from Rhossilli here, across here and into Dale. So when we get to by here, I'm expecting the wind to change to be northerly. It'll be 20 knots on the nose. It might be a bit uncomfortable, but at the moment we're just going to ride this southeasterly, doing about 3-4 knots at the moment, just on the main, and I'm going to get the head sail out in a sec. So we eventually arrived here at Dale, except we're not at Dale, we're at Castle Bay, which is a tiny little bay just before you get to Dale. It's a lot more sheltered from a northerly wind, although Dale does have shelter from northerly wind. It's quite a long stretch of water, so you do get quite a lot of chop if the wind builds up. But as you can see, it's dead calm here, and we're just going to load up the tender and go for a barbie. So after a nice quiet night tucked up here in Castle Beach Bay, today's trip is a about 10-mile trip upriver, all the way up here. We're gonna drop the anchor around here, this being Lilly. It's a nice little pub there with its own little jetty and a really nice forest walk. We're expecting the winds to be howling down here, so it might be a little bit ripply, but nothing we haven't seen before. Hi guys, so it didn't take long to get here, just about 2 hours. See, we just anchored in the river, actually, just opposite Lilly. You can see in the background there, that's Lilly Yacht Club. We did give them a ring on the way up to see if we could get a mooring buoy for the night, but apparently all their visitors berths were full. And the guy said maybe he could move us around on someone else's berth who's gone away. So he took my email address and said he's going to send me over a form to fill in, and when we get there we're going to drop the form into the office. Obviously I was sailing at the time, so I can't be filling out forms, so we just decided to anchor. Just had a coffee and we're going to go over and have a drink in the pub. Dinner time for the dogs. Spoiling them today with some sardines mixed in with their biscuits. Morning! I just woke up just about 9 o'clock, and we've made our way over to the bank, probably about 20 meters away, but just checked the depth and we still got 10 meters under the keel, and that's a low tide, so as long as our trusty Vulcan anchor holds, I'm pretty happy after a really good night's sleep actually. So we're just leaving Lilly now. We've exhausted just about every drink behind the bar. So we are leaving Lilly today, coming back down the river, and we're just going to pop over to the right there and anchor up here in Marloes Sands, which we haven't been to before, but we got easterly winds, so should be nicely sheltered. And then that also puts us in good stead to nip over to Skomer Island in the morning to see the puffins. So it turned out to be a bit rolly over at Marloes Sands, so we did a U-turn and we're just going to pop back to Dale for the night. It's only about 40 minutes, so no biggie. Milford Haven Coast Guard. Today we're just doing a short hop from Dale over to Skomer to see the puffins, finally. Today I'm sporting my fishing jacket, my crap joggers and my new boat shoes. On our way to Skomer on Sean's birthday. 58, not looking too bad. Got a nice beanie sail straight over to Skomer today. Hey, we made it to Puffin Island. A little bit rolly today. Probably would have been better on the north side of the North Anchorage. Literally just over that cliff there, on the other side of that cliff. We're in the South Anchorage, so got a bit of swell coming in. But it's not too bad. We're only going to stop for a couple of hours, have a bite to eat, and make our way back Dale way. So just leaving Dale this morning. It's Thursday. We're just going to nip round the headland here to Marlo's and have a beach day. There's no incoming traffic on the IAS. We should have a straightforward exit from Milford. Saying that, there's a big ship coming in. Let's click on him. Yeah, it's a tanker coming in. As long as you stay right over to help the coast, we won't get in his way, and crack on. There she comes. Yeah, you don't want to get into a fight with that one. So we have arrived again at Marloes Sands. Stunning beach. I can see the seafloor, seabed, crystal clear water. Here we are on the beach. Still bobbing away out there, a little bit of swell. And we're both starving, so we're going to spark at the barbie. First job is to find a makeshift table. One table. Friday and it's about 12:30. That's Andy's cat over there, our friend from Cardiff Bay Yacht Club. And today we are leaving Dale and we are heading back over to Rhossilli, which is like the first leg of our journey home. So we'll have a night at Rhossilli and then make our way back to Cardiff. It's a shame because we've got a never-ending summer at the moment. Just left Dale and Milford. Plowing through a dead-on wind at the moment. We've got a tide with us, so we've still got 6.5 knots. Up in around that point in the distance. I'm going to bear off to the left and clear out the wind and have a nice close little sail. Yeah, so a pretty uneventful sail back from Dale. Sea got a bit lumpy, had a bit of a sail, and we are now just coming into Rhossilli and anchor there for the night. So there's 3 other yachts there. I don't know who they are, we shall find out. Morning folks, this is our last leg home now. Just got the anchor in, left Rhossilli. Been done 1 mile so far. So time wise it's just coming up to 9 o'clock. We want to hit Porthcawl about half hour after low tide there, which is roughly 2 o'clock. That way we can catch the tide going up the estuary, not fight it. Fighting the tide in the estuary, especially today, it's a big tide. It can be the difference of doing 2 knots or 8 to 10 knots. So it's a fair bit of speed you lose going against the tide, especially up the estuary. Doesn't mean we've got to punch the tide up this way for a bit, but luckily the tide's nowhere near as strong up here as it is in the estuary. So looks like we're going to have wind on the nose the whole way. So I don't think we're going to get much sailing done. And the engine's going to have a good workout. Surprise, surprise, we did manage to get the sails up today. Nice and calm too.